Oh, that was a cool shot. Ah, what did I say? I knew there was gonna be a dip. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Hi everybody, it's Jess, your go-to YouTube dance commentator, and we have a comeback. We have a music video, Party of XLOV. It is Serve. I have to mentally prepare myself. I have no idea what to expect, but I know it's going to be serving. So I can't wait. Let's go. We're in our Vogue bag. I've been waiting. Oh, that was a cool shot. The hand performance, thank you. I would love it if Love Run was involved in this. She's a really great actress. Wow. I hate that we have the end screen already on. I want to enjoy it all the way through to the end. How delightful. Oh yeah, I really don't want to have to wait on a dance practice because I just know we're gonna have more teasers of Vogue involved in it, especially near the tail end of that little moment here, dance feature. Based on the placement of the hands, my gut says that's gonna be that moment, that's gonna be a dip. I'm just going to call it. I have no idea. I'm not going to look at a music show review. I'm going to wait for dance practice. I don't want to, but I'm going to. I'm going to do the service of that because that's going to be a fantastic way of ensuring it'll go on YouTube. Oh man, I'm just so happy that we have this. I feel like we were treading along, but I was waiting for XLOV to dive into Vogue, and I think that we're making our way there, which makes me excited. The dance practice is here. How exciting! Here we go. You absolutely can do it. Do we see that releve right now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. To the floor. Wait, I feel like I recognize one of the dancers right here. Gosh, I am loving that. That travel up. See, I was wondering if we were gonna do a dip here. Are we? What did I say? I knew there was gonna be a dip. I saw the dips from the dancers, but I knew they were gonna do it. Yes. Oh, goodness. Oh, I was so hoping for there to be a little catwalk nuance. To the floor we go. I should have guessed how many people were going to drop to the floor after that. I wasn't going to expect any because of the kind of control it is, but I totally get it. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Now, I also know that Gravity's already covered this. I haven't watched it, and I know that Gravity looked at like a stage cam. So if you're wanting like the nuance of the techniques, I'm going to put Gravity's video in the description of the YouTube video. Oh, I'm so happy right now because I was hoping for a dip. I was hoping for a catwalk, and we got those key elements. We got, do we have a little spins and dips? Maybe not the spin side, but we got some dips. You also have hand performance. No dock walk. I don't think so. Oh my gosh. I said for a hot minute with this group that I wanted them to explore Vogue, and we're here. And I think that's why I'm just so like, I'm so happy. Here we go from the top. I do believe the same choreographer choreographed one and only in this one, and you know that these are so different. And I do believe the reason why is because of the movement portfolio of that performer. They have been affiliated with Royal Family. They were on the Royal Family roster, and we saw them explore those styles, the more, little Afro dance hall flair, and then also the Vogue flair whenever Royal would justify their styles with whacking and Vogue. So that's why seeing who the choreographer was, and then seeing what their discography included for their choreographic take absolutely checks out. We love it. Okay, we start immediately with a really fun performance. We go into a passe with a releve. Look at that, please. Oh my God. I really like the stylized hands. The performance of it's really nice. With a développé extension, beautiful, right? Développé means to develop, meaning that we are developing, which is nice. We get low and high. So good tension with the trace down, aside to the floor with a nice individual pose. Everybody else, they have stylized positioning, but it doesn't, what is it? We're matching dynamics of clarity of our pose, and our stylized hands are similar, so that's why it looks really structured, but it's still individual. It's really fun. I like the contrasting levels. The white and the black contrast is really nice. We drop it down, and I like the flick of the hand. Arm gets sent up. We place it in, hit, and I love the poses in the back. I love the environmental contribution of our dancers. So nice. And then you have the bevel switch going on with our members. So nice. It's so isolated. With the choreography, it's so subtle with the little fringe shows all, right? Then we end up having a switch off in our angles. We double it on when we bring it back. We trace it down the chest, tap, tap, and then we end up continuing to trace. I like that. That's a really nice way for everybody except your feature to be the same, and then your feature deviates by really traveling through that thigh. So nice. The flick up. Accent and the pull up is nice. I also like the directional difference that we see. And I love the clarity and the fact that we are so professional on the sides. We are in it. We are locked in. They pull in, and I like the angles and the positioning of it. God, what is this angle I love? Oh, guys, I'm on cloud 9 right now of the fact that we finally get a Vogue style on XLOV. It's, oh gosh, I'm so happy. Okay. Woo! I knew it when we heard the highlight medley we were gonna get it. So we have the arms, and then I like the send off on it, the clarity there with the elbows also helping, creating nice and full. Then we drop it down with a speed change, the walk out, tan is tanning. I love, and I know somebody had mentioned it in the on Twitter, I think, which is so interesting. I do lurk on there sometimes. I don't really have an account though. That I had touched on the fact that we aren't, trying to lighten our skin tone. We are just existing in it, and I really appreciate that because we can respect everybody's skin, and I think it's beautiful to celebrate, right? And so I love that we're just embracing it. It's really nice. I like the placements of it. The trace downs are nice. Well, we end up doing an interruption, and then we end up doing a ripple. That's such a really fun way for your feature to stay featured, but also contribute to a really nice moment within your members. Oh, so nice. Gosh, the shoulders flexibility is incredible because you get just beautiful positioning here, right? Very nice. Heavy Vogue femme for sure. I'm not even going to try to guess what Gravity's going to touch on. I have a feeling whenever we get to the catwalks, Gravity may say they should lower their level a little bit. But they did end up using the hips because we're focusing on that, right? And side note, if you want all things Vogue, I could not plug Gravity Jacobs enough. Such an incredible just acquaintance friend that I've been connected with on YouTube, being able to grow through Vogue, understanding the key elements and seeing how it looks in a ball format. It's just really incredible. And so I cannot give enough flowers to Gravity. Anyway, so I love the little shimmy with the point down flick up is nice. We rotate it, sending it up. I love the hand placement on that. There's your hand performance. We rotate it through. Love it. The definition of hand performance. I love it with the arch back on it. With a little shimmy transition, arms brush up, great extension of the leg, fun weight shift with the hips being accented. None of these are catwalks, so I really don't think they are. I think it's near the middle to the end, so you'll hear me talk about it when we see it. So we have a switch off there. That part, I love the travel up little fireworks stylized moment. It's great. We shampoo it, and I see a little peekaboo tattoo on the hip. And then we have a shimmy with a full body. The rotation on the wrist, I appreciate how we have clarity in full rotation going on. You could tell that they've practiced getting their angles in check, because nothing's worse than an incomplete angle because it's not clear. You want it to be readable, and that's just across the board with any communal street social dance. You don't want it to be mushy. You don't want it to be murky. You want it to have clarity and legibility, because it is an expression of you. And if you relate to it like an essay, how choreography is you want to have a really strong introduction, but it all still has to make sense with each other, grammatically correct. So that would be your vocabulary that you choose to use. And if you're choosing to have, what kind of tone and inflection do you want to bring in that essay? Here in your choreography, you want your texture and you want how your body dynamically exists within the content to also flourish and showcase and collaborate with your music, which is what musicality is, which is the connection between movement and music. So I like using language and talking about, words in linguistics as a really great example that you can relate to that with choreography, but it's just the movement side of it. Instead of it being auditory, it's visual, right? Oh, I love it. I love dance so much. Drop it down. That is such a gorgeous visual. That's probably going to be my thumbnail. Look at this. And whoa, we had a little... I love my job. Okay, this is so good. Okay, we bring it through. With a little point. And we keep that leg. I really love how we are intentional with lifting and actually pointing the foot. Good for them for trying to point that foot through what we're wearing here in our shoes. Those are not easy to point in at all. And I like the angle cross through. We've seen this dancer before. I swear I have. I don't know from where. I don't know if it's from whacking battles that we've seen, because of course when we see Jamie quite often in the whacking circuit. One of you will be able to tell me where I've seen this individual from. Anyway, we come back up and we send it through. That's gonna bother me a lot, isn't it? Let me go comment dig and see. No luck, but everybody loves the honey blonde. And I agree. Totally here for it. Oh, maybe stage fighter. Maybe stage fighter. I don't know. We're gonna move on though. We have to move on. We have more things to talk about. This is such a gorgeous visual. Oh, we may be competing visuals here, but I like in terms of thumbnails. I'm just, there's so many beautiful beautiful picture moments. Oh, so great. Okay, I love the intermingling there, and I love the flower petal aesthetic. I really love the opposition. Notice this little trace on the floor, the commitment there, and I love the extension up is great, the lean out. Beautiful way to complement both of them. We pull through, yes. And then we end up accenting it out, so we bring it back to our petal-like accent. We send it off. Good on the dancers, too, for being very clear and readable. Because it would be one thing if the members were readable, but the fact that your dancers are as well, I really appreciate. It's great. We open it up, moving it to the back. Come on. Yep, the trace across is nice. There's your catwalk. I think for that, maybe lowering the level a little bit. I wonder if that's going to be... Oh, yeah. Yes to that. Hold on. But notice, though, the hands are an embellishment. It's an ornament to the actual catwalk. The catwalk is not the hands. And you know who taught us that? Gravity did. I'm telling you. Oh, it's so good. If you love styles like this, I have a content creator for you. And then the hips, though, is what you look at, and the level. Keeping the level nice and low to where... It's a beautiful isolated moment there. Super nice. Brush it through. I would say Hana did pretty good on that, though. So that was nice. We ended up tracing it. Really nice. I'm still thinking about the comment I read that said honey blonde hyun. Put that on a t-shirt. Oh, it's so nice. And then we accent is nice. We hinge it forward. I like the diagonal going on with the trio moment out of it. We lean it back. Head rotation. Beautiful. Guys, like going from cross, uncross, from double to single, like full on hand with a single isolated finger. This is a great choreography, I think, if you want to be exposed to Vogue in a very readable way that doesn't require a lot of multi-planar hand performance. I would absolutely suggest this. Wow. And then we do a little shimmy. The extension is nice. The bevel, not bevel, sorry. It's just the weight shift on that. Once again, it's nice. We open it out. Notice how like subtle this is versus fully extended. We have the elbows glued to the side of the body to make it a nice internal presence. It's it that low-key, I may have to learn this. And then I have to, like, I won't just post it though. I'd have to send it to Gravity to get his blessing. And then I would post it. I really like this. Wow. Party moment. Yes. 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 The subtlety, the absence of movement from your members to leg. I love it. To seeing everybody nice and clear, and everybody has some individuality, but also notice it's mirrored, meaning that it's going to help with balance, where yes, it looks like everybody's doing their own thing, which I would say to a degree they are, but they have a mirror, meaning somebody that is the exact same distance away from each other in a respective formation from the center, and they're doing the same thing, but they're facing the opposite direction, very similarly to if you are, you know, facing somebody and you're doing the same side. That's a mirrored look. It gives symmetry, and that's something that we really like to see in visual compositions and dance. That's why you see a lot of times when you're dealing with groups, you see that kind of symmetry in play, which also is why you're seeing how we have one of our members behind Hyun. Why is that? I would say it's to really press into the balance and symmetry, but it's going to be functional, I bet you. So I love that. The arm rotation on that's great. Great range. We turn. We drop into a dip. Now let's talk about it. I have a feeling Gravity may say something. See, I'm probably going to check my work here. On Patreon, I'm going to look at Gravity's review. I'm going to let him know that I'm doing that too. But he's said something about the dips, is making sure there's I believe there's an arch. You don't want to be just laying on the floor, I don't think, right? See, I'm having to check myself. I think he may say she's doing a pretty good job. Maybe. But I think we're going to touch on the arms. The arms need to be behind you, not beside you. And I think it's going to be something to do with the back as well. Maybe a point as well. I don't know. We're not pointing our feet, which I'm actually surprised by, that we're not even trying to point the foot. Normally, that helps complete the line. In ballet, too, you extend that leg out. Bloop. You want to have it nice and curled, not curled, but like a banana foot is what people call it. So I like that we have a mirror. They come up and we're walking. Oh. I love the body roll. Does it say two of us? Oh, that's so fun. A little reverb. And then we create a nice mannequin-esque rotation. Oh, so fun. Dancers are on the ground. I really do think the only thing we're missing in key elements, based on like the ones that you would normally use to have in a respective, you know, performance, I would say is the duck walk. Oh, we're tracing and bringing those arms from the back to the thighs. Ooh, send it away. The knees slide for days. Now, I called this in the music video, where you only saw the upper body of what Rui was doing, but I guessed that we were going to do a dip, and that's why I got so excited, because there was not a dip shown, nor near as many Vogue elements shown in the music video. So that's why I'm like, I was so excited. Love it. We do a kip up with a trace down, and we all end up crawling, and I like the timing is all matched here. And then we end up going extend, into a dip. So you see how pretty a pointed foot looks when you do a dip? Part of me is like so excited to watch Gravity's review of this, because I feel like we're going to pick up on so many great things. Oh my gosh. See? Beautiful, beautiful. We drop it down, sitting on the hip. I like the clarity and the performance of it. The head rotates to the center. Arms are condensed, or the elbows are glued to the side. Drop it down. Arms come up. Hips for days. Love it. Overhead. Oh, I love how it frames outward and the clarity of the fold over. This takes practice. A lot of times, a lot of people don't have this naturally. I sure didn't. So being able to practice, being able, specifically this side, getting this flexible enough and strong enough to hold this position. This one, I mean, it just depends. There's exercises you can do on that, but that's a later topic. But I'm saying a lot of this does take time if you're not natural at it. The bounce is fun. The placements are fun. And I like how Hadu deviates from it. That's nice with the hips. I don't know if we were trying to do catwalk there, but with the, I think that would be a lower the level if that was the intention. And normally a catwalk, if you notice, the intention of it is to travel. And I believe we saw that in How to Small Group with the two dancers. They traveled it. That's how it's supposed to that's the function of it, right? This is great. Across the chest is so nice. The traces are great. I love the add-on there. We rotate. There with the connection, I think, I don't know, were we doing a figure 8? Maybe there. I'm not quite sure, but they look like they were connecting it, which is great. The walkaways on timing are nice. We do a pivot with the look. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, ripple with a fun, lingering finish. Lord, help us all. And they drop in 3, 2, 1. Now. No, not now? Yes, now. There we go. So much fun. I knew so many of you already were in my comments on other videos saying, Jess, you are going to love this choreography. And I know to listen to y'all because you're not wrong. I mean, I think this is fantastic. And I'm so glad we are finally in the XLOV Vogue era. It came faster than I thought, but I am just through the moon on it. Oh, I can't wait to see more of their B-sides and other choreographies that I've heard about. But we're going to wait until hopefully a dance practice gets released for them. Oh, that'll be wonderful. If you want to see more XLOV and you don't see it here, either on YouTube, TikTok, I have a TikTok now, crazy, Instagram, I don't think I post very often on Instagram these types of videos, but I'm meaning like Kpop. And if you want to see more, it'll be on Patreon for you to watch. I know Dirty Baby, I just looked at that as a Patreon request, so that's on there for free. You can go watch that on Patreon. And if you want early access to as soon as I publish this onto Patreon, you can also join the action there. So you guys know me, I know you. I am Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.